What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the one and only Jodeci Dion, bringing you another out from the side of my neck short video. You know, I don't want to make this video, but I need to make this video. There are a lot of things going on in the world right now that's more important than gaming, but at the same time, I want to do this video because I want to get my thoughts out there before things happen. The main thing I want to talk about today in this video is my predictions, my hopes, but also what I believe Nintendo is going to be doing for the Super Mario 40th anniversary. And I believe the full plans of what they plan to do will be unveiled next Tuesday on March 10th, aka Mario Day. And for those of you who know me and know Super Mario and Nintendo in general, you know I have a personal connection with them when it comes to this whole Mario Day. I do it every year. March 10th is Mario Day, and the next day is Mar 1 Day, March 11th, aka my birthday. So, I have this connection with Mario. He has his birthday. I have my birthday. I'm his older brother. Basically, I'm about 10 years older than Mario. So I had that connection with him. And being, as y'all know, one of the biggest, number one, Nintendo Day One fans out there. I take pride in that connection of Mario Day, then Mar 1 Day. So in this little quick video, I want to talk about what I believe they're going to do, what they should do, and how do it relates to the Super Mario 40th anniversary. I believe on Mario Day, March 10th, there will be a Super Mario Direct. They're going to announce it. And in this Direct, they're going to cover three things. It could be more, but I think overall the three things that are most important, they'll make an appearance at this Mario Direct. Now, mind you, this could not happen. There are a lot of things going on in the world that's affecting people's lives, capital, businesses, the world over. And so maybe things get delayed because of what's going on currently. I totally get it. It makes sense. And I think gamers should consider that when they're talking about wondering when the next direct's happening and all that kind of bullshit. That's something important. You know what I'm saying? What's really important is what's going on in the world and how it's going to affect all of us eventually. But let's say everything is normal. Another day on planet Earth. How would the Mario Day celebration go? Okay. I believe three things are going to happen. The first thing, Nintendo will release the official final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. We're now about a month away from the movie being released, and they always release one more trailer, the full trailer that's going to release in theaters in front of movies. This full trailer is going to give you basically the synopsis of the movie, breaking down the movie, not in full detail, but basically give you a full idea what the movie's about, the plot of the movie, who's going to be in it, et cetera, all the money shots. So expect a full final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This is important because one is the Super Mario 40th anniversary. Two is the second movie in this trilogy saga. And three, until further notice, this is the biggest movie of the year. This is the biggest movie of the year. It's gonna break $1 billion, hands down. I mean, it's like it's not. If it doesn't break $1 billion, something happened. They failed. Like, the world is really in a bad place to where some people didn't go to the theaters to watch this movie. This movie is clearly going to be the biggest movie of the year and break $1 billion worldwide. The only movie that has the potential to beat this movie is the Avengers Doomsday movie that's coming out at the end of the year. And that can only happen if word of mouth and some of the rumors, if people actually believe that movie's going to be good. As of right now, I'm not hyped for it. I don't think they got to convince me to go see it. I'm not going to go see it because I know it's going to be good. I don't trust Marvel right now, and so there's no guarantee that movie is going to be successful. They got a lot of things they're trying to make it successful, but it's still no guarantee. But without a shadow of doubt, I know the Super Mario Galaxy movie is going to be at least as good as the first one, maybe slightly better. But that enough can get people to go see it multiple times. Families, kids, gamers, and it can make $1 billion easily worldwide. So that's going to happen. One, two. I believe they will announce finally the first wave of DLC for Super Mario. So for Mario Kart World, the system seller, the launch title for the Switch 2, they're going to finally reveal their plans for this game when it comes to DLC. I believe that Super Mario Kart World, the way it's designed, is designed to be Nintendo's Fortnite. It's designed to be Nintendo's Minecraft, a game that they can constantly add to throughout its lifespan, make it bigger, better with every update. And the first announcement of that plan will happen on Mario Day. This game is designed to have upgrades to it. You can see in the way the world looks. Every update adds new features, adds new tweaks to the world, and they can easily add new courses, new parts of the map, new parts of the world through various updates. I believe it will be like paid DLC. It'll be some kind of package to where you buy the DLC, and throughout the lifespan of the Switch 2 and this game, they'll keep adding to it to eventually, at the very end, we'll have the full, complete master world of Super Mario Kart World, with all the tracks integrated into the world, all the new features, all the new modes. By the time, if 8 years from now, depending on if the world's here, we will have the complete version of Mario Kart World, the full manifestation of what the game was designed to be. So, 2, Mario Kart World DLC announcement. And then 3, the biggest announcement. They will reveal the next mainline 3D Super Mario game. The game that will release this year, which will be Nintendo's holiday game for the Switch 2. The game that's going to propel Switch 2 into, mega stardom, get it on a roll to where it's going to sell, mass crazy units. The game that's going to go up against Grand Theft Auto 6, and anything else that anybody else has coming out, Wolverine, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be Nintendo's biggest game of the year. The next 3D Super Mario game. This game, I believe, will be Nintendo's attempt to take Mario into the open world experience. We've seen already bits and pieces of that concept with the Bowser Fury add-on that was in the 3D Super Mario 3D World game that came out for for Switch. We've seen Super Mario Kart World, how that's designed, how that's looking. So imagine a full-fledged open 3D world Super Mario 3D Super Mario game. Imagine that. Imagine what that could be. We've seen parts of it already, but imagine a full 3D platformer in a full 3D open world. And that was going to be. And I definitely believe it will have a glimpse of the Super Mario, movie look to it. Not look that way graphically, but just how that movie was, how the world looked in that movie. Imagine a game that takes inspiration from that. You know what I'm saying? Huge Princess Toadstool Castle, in the background that you can actually run to. And while you go in there, there's platforms, there's mushrooms, there's question blocks, there's everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be amazing. Like the 3D Mario team, they know that the past generation with Switch 1, then the Zelda team beat them. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario Odyssey was a great game, great experience, but it wasn't the benchmark of Nintendo that the Zelda games were, the Breath of the Wild. And this happens a lot, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo, the Super Mario team make a Mario game, and the Zelda team make a game, and they're basically fighting as the pinnacle of what Nintendo offered that generation. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the beginning, the Mario games on NES outshine the Zelda games. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. Super Nintendo, I wouldn't say it's about a tie. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario World, Link to the Past, about a tie. Then you got the 64. Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. I would say it's a tie, but in the end, Ocarina of Time is the pinnacle of Nintendo's excellence that generation. Then you have the GameCube, where there's a drop, in my opinion. Super Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker get more love than Sunshine, but still, from a Nintendo output, that's about the lowest the bar can get. You know what I'm saying? And that's solid games, but that's about the lowest. There's no legendary game in that contest. So it's even. But then you got Wii and Galaxy, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Galaxy's it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's some great games on Wii. Coming from the Zelda games, Twilight Princess is an excellent game, but the Galaxy games, they're legendary. You know what I'm saying? Wii U, you kind of go back to this kind of, I'm not, average, real good games, but average for both, both franchises. But at the same time, you got to remember that Breath of the Wild, the original Breath of the Wild, is a Wii U game. But you think more about it with the Switch. So when you come to Switch, you have Odyssey, but you have Breath of the Wild. You have Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, legendary games. And so 3D Mario, he's due. He's due for his breakout, he's due for his genre-defining breakout, game. And I believe that Nintendo's been cooking that. And that's what we're going to see on Mario Day next week, Tuesday, at the Mario Direct, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Super Mario franchise. You're going to have Super Mario Galaxy trailer, an announcement of Mario Kart DLC, and the premiere of the next mainline 3D Mario game that will release 2026 holiday season for the Nintendo Switch 2. And then throwing little tidbits out in any other announcements, Legos announcements, maybe other games. You know what I'm saying? The potential is huge for major Super Mario announcements. But I think those are the three things that could happen next week on Tuesday, if they plan to go through it, despite what's going on with the world. Well, I kind of start rambling at the end. I'm kind of thinking about other stuff, but I just want to get that out there, a week of ends. So when things happen or don't happen, either way, I said my piece. Until next time, this is your boy, the one on Josie Dion. I'll see you guys. Peace.